Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another bit of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we had a bit of fighting in the east. We did capture more land over here in the north. We slowly pushed them forward. Of course, we have a bit of logistics issues here right now, which I'm definitely hoping to solve soon. Because it's a lot of damaged buildings, especially the logistics buildings, and that's causing some issues. We did also capture a little bit more land down here. We did a bit of fighting off over here. So I'm thinking that next round we'll probably be able to clear out some of that. We still have the northern front to take care of before we're ready to move to the next round, though. So let's just get our troops in here. Is that one? That's some omnivore newts. Okay, so they should be pretty decently easy to defeat.
Engaging enemy. Mission successful.
Yeah, there we go. There's 300 of them removed. We can actually keep on attacking there.
Engaging enemy.
Unfortunately, we don't. Well, yeah, we didn't have too much action points there. I guess it's better than nothing. Technically speaking, these two can probably... Oh, actually, we only got one that can attack there right now.
Engaging enemy.
Well, we got the firepower. We could probably either push them back to the ocean or into the mountains. Okay, one of them got into the mountains. That's probably the newts, and that one's the sea serpents or whatever it was. The all-rounders could probably start moving up north a little bit. While the militia... Oh, never mind. That was a lot more enemies than I expected. We'll pull that one back. They had someone moving through here. Let's recover again. Now there must be someone over there in the north. There's also something moving in here. Do we have... Oh yeah, we got this one that could be start moving down that way. To capture some of the land back. And of course we got the Hellraiser over here, which will start... I think we'll keep it somewhere in here, and then once we know who we want to use it against, we'll send it down that way, wherever that would be then. Now, of course, we could do some fighting in here, but, you know, right now I'm just holding our ground for the time being. And of course, over here, we could do another artillery strike on the... Actually, no, we can't do that. We did that this round already. So with that, I believe we're done with this round then. Gonna double check a few things. So we got a bit of black guns and other units like that. We've got one already in there. I suppose we could send one of these already westward. I don't think it's gonna be needed too much in here. And maybe... Oh, right. Did I did not send in the planes over yet. No. I will soon enough, but not yet. Well, let's just say next round. So without further delay, let's get to the next one then. Alright, they're moving more troops south, so they might be trying to relieve their troops. Oh, there's an attack there. We're victorious. But they are pushing us back over there in the center as well. Mostly in the mountains. Oh, they even push us back further, okay. It's looking a little bit bad. Now, luckily, we do have a little bit of troops coming in from the east, but it's going to take us several rounds before they arrive into good enough logistics areas that we can actually send them close enough. There we go. The air bridge is now a little bit stronger with the flyers instead of the scout planes, because the scout planes don't have that much of a carrier capacity. And we can probably use them a lot better with some other things. So lost 600 infantry, killed 200, so that was a bit rough one. Civilization level is not high enough. And killed in action, the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade leader was killed. Well, that's unfortunate. Now let's have a look at the decisions. Security... Oh, actually, do we have any demands for certain aspects to be raised? Actually, no, we don't. That's surprising. Do we have any new demands then? There's a custom formation. We need to start figuring out what exactly we want to use these points for. We've got a lot of the points already remaining. Oh, there's the Armor Assault Brigade 2. I don't remember what we have in there, but I think that's already good enough. But let's see. Research, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll keep that as is. Major Worker Strike in Albertus. We can probably give into some of their demands. The unit decision, we need to appoint a leader. Well, that's got a decent suitability rating. And then the corporation, we could allocate some time to help them. It's only a little bit of political points, and we get some enforcement, and most of the leaders would like that. Or the leaders that just have an opinion one way or the other. Mostly like it. We've got the Heavy Armor Brigade. I don't think we've done the second tier. What do we have in here? So we've got the Tank Destroyer Artillery. Okay, so we're not going to change that one. I think what we are going to do, though, is we're just going to take the Heavy Armor Brigade. What's the armor? Hold on, the Armor Assault Brigade is the one with the artillery and all that. So, Heavy Armor Brigade. If we just add in a couple Tank Destroyers. Let's see, if we add in another 20, that'd be another 100 tanks in there total. We could maybe even add into up to 30, but I think, no, 20 will be sufficient. There we go, so that's better than nothing. We did actually manage to get some fuel back now, so that's good. And I believe all the battles were mostly around here. Yeah, they managed to actually make a bit of a breakthrough there. So, first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and get replacement troops for this unit here. There we go, so now it's back to full strength. I wonder if I could cut these troops off in here. Ooh, there's a lot of infantry in the mountains. Now, admittedly, it's not necessarily that great against tanks. But I guess it is... Well, it's actually only the rocket plane, so we don't get a penalty for that. Okay. Well, in that case...
Let's go.
Say hello to my little friends.
Operation
There we go.
successful.
So how much infantry is that? That's 2, 4, 6, 700 infantry and 10 tanks. Or basically no losses on our side. That's not too shabby. I suppose we've got a unit in here that could start heading inwards. We've got the artillery group in here. Is that... It's going to go ahead and attack in here as well.
Let's go.
Instead of using the points to move into the point to cut off the infantry in there, I'm just going to use the action points to do as much damage on the enemy troops present in here as possible. Seems to be working relatively well. And are these... They are supplied. Okay, good to know. We did have... Oh, right, that was probably supposed to go in there. But, I mean, we at least got something in here defending, so it's not the end of the world. I could move in there, but that's going to be a bit of a risky thing to do. Not going to move the artillery too close either, I don't think. What I can do, though, is use up our tanks... Actually, use up this tank.
Let's go.
Destroy the enemies. Or at least push them back.
Operation
There we go, so there's 10 tanks and 100 infantry. You can attack here.
Bring in the tanks. Operation successful.
There we go, we push it back as well. There we go, so we are at least making a bit of room in here for the troops to get in. Technically speaking, we could move these in to start digging them in, but I don't think these are going to be quite that good troops in for now. So those will... Oh, they've actually abandoned pretty much all of this. Well, we've got the aerial soldiers. Oh, right, and they started losing a bit of strength in here, but well, not necessarily that much yet. Can we do an air attack in there? Nope, we cannot. Don't have enough range. Move these closer. The headquarters in here, which... Well, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4... Where's the 5th one? Pretty sure we haven't lost it completely, have we? It's not defending the town there either. Oh, it's the one over there, isn't it? Yep. That seems to be the case. Right, so at this stage it might be time to send in the infantry and the tanks to destroy the enemy units here that are surrounded. It should be able to destroy most of it. There we go. So they lost a good 60 tanks there. And 2 specialists. In which case I can start moving some of these troops in. We've got the dragons in here. We could probably attack this stack here quite easily. We've got the trimmer guns as well, which we could utilize for this. The trimmer guns and the tanks combined. Let's do a bit of attack. There we go. Already 10 tanks destroyed. And we push the other one back, and now we're going to use the tanks to attack in here. We'll probably use the heavy tanks in addition to this.
Bring in the tanks. Operation
There we go. That's another 20 tanks and a specialist. And then we're going to attack in here as well.
tanks. Operation
Oh, wow. That's entirely destroyed now. Right. Oh, that's good. We've got the aerial soldiers. We could probably push in here at least a little bit with the recon, and these can move in forward as well. We've got the man-padders in here. Going to move them in here so this one can't push forward without any... Oh, wow, that's a larger unit there. Okay. That might be the reason why they managed to push us back. Now, do they have any... No. So potentially an airstrike on that unit could be very helpful. go ahead and do a bit of air recon first.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Fox.
There we go. So we got a bit of more intel, and then we're going to do an air attack on that. I'm going to use... I could use another set of wizards, but I think this is going to be good enough with just one unit. Hopefully we'll get a few hits. Oh, we got one hit, but that wasn't really much. Then if we have a look at the northern front, they got some anti-tank stuff in here. And they've got that in as well. Got artillery, but I don't know if... well, actually, I can see that the enemy started pulling back even further. Now, unfortunately, our metalheads can't really do too much damage in there. We could move them on here. Just as pushing through this gap next round also. But a little bit of the mechanized units in here in tow. That might be very helpful. But that way we can start pushing these back. I mean, suppose we've got the wizards in here, but these are a bit low on fuel right now, so I suppose they won't be used too much. I did expand the road network here a little bit, so these can start moving south. Same with this one. And next round we can try pushing this either back into the ocean or destroying it. And over here, of course, we could try doing a bit of an attack on the enemy here. Maybe we'll first the artillery strike and then push in, but I think what we might do is just hold on for now. Get a little bit more fuel back and all that, so that will be helpful in the long... well, in pushing further, I suppose. That was the western front. In the north, there might be a little bit of... oh, right, there's something in here. That's the newts. We can probably destroy that now. There we go. That panics and got destroyed. I'm going to keep this one back a little bit further. Now, I suppose the rest of these can move around a little bit. I'm pretty sure that there was something... oh, I could have moved probably there if I moved around. Okay. But yeah, there was something in here. This one's basically nothing. So at this stage, I'm probably just going to have a look at the unit and disband that. Ah, I can't do that. Never mind. I think there may have been... oh, right. I could scrap the units themselves, I think. But yeah, no, I'm just going to pull that one back. Technically speaking, I could probably link it up in... or move it up in here. With the rovers, is that... oh, that's the lizard snakes, but how strong are these? They got a bit of hit points, but they're not really that strong. There is the lot of them. So we killed 300, but we had to pull back. Mostly due to like running out of action points and all that. All the round. And we got the Hellraiser over here. I'm just going to move it all the way to Oasis. I can stay there for the time being. Right, so I did also start doing a lot of construction work in the east. Spitzberger, we've started building a... actually, we just completed it. Way... I was supposed to... well, railhead is still better than nothing, I suppose. I was supposed to build a actual railway station there, though. But I suppose that will at least allow the logistics to flow slightly better. And it looks like the logistics all the way to Osnabrück are now at least somewhat set in... oh, right, we have inherited quite a bit of things. There's a port over there. And we've got the agriculture over here in Nidlis. We've got the solar panels, which are hopefully repairing now. Alright, production is basically nothing due to the logistics issues. So I suppose one of the things that I should do in here is start building a bit of a truck station. That will probably help a lot with the logistics in here. Let's be honest. And then speaking of logistics, let's keep on moving these tanks further west. This one's going to go to Spitzberg as well. And the armored HQ can move in there, and then I suppose this one can move along here as well. Then that one could probably go to Nufluk right now. We could probably remove some of that road as well. And we've got the 8th Infantry. I believe that one's got most of the troops in here now, at least some of the troops over there. We can move those closer. And of course we could do a bit of an attack on the Grenadiers in here. Well, that's actually just bikers. Of course we do have a few tanks in here, but I don't think they've gotten their replacement recently. Mostly due to the logistics issues. We'll try doing a bit of attack there, but right now it's probably best for us to just hold our ground for the time being. Oh, they got some helicopters in here.
Do it now!
There we go, that was an easy overrun. Don't think I ever had that easy overrun before. So just keeping these at bay. How much is there in here? There's a 200 free fall. Okay, not quite as much as I was hoping for. But it's better than nothing. And over here there is 6,500. Okay, so the population is dropping quite drastically in here right now. Of course, because the happiness is basically non-existent. Loyalty is starting to improve at least, so there's that. we're giving a lot of emergency food in here, which is probably part of the reason why the logistics are basically non-existent. But as long as we can get the food in here, especially if we do have a look at the production, we've got 2 production for food right now. It's not a lot. And that's over here with the agriculture level 2, which is probably good enough. I mean, it's just, you know, it needs to be repaired and all that, and logistics need to actually be present. But beyond that, it should be fine. We could probably go ahead and start constructing the actual rail station in here. I don't know if it gets rid of the railhead immediately. It might. But regardless, even with the railhead, that is also going to start allowing a bit more resource to flow in. So there is that. I think we've done most of the stuff with there. Still the island of Ansang that we could use our troops in. How's the... Oh, right, we probably delivered a lot of ammunition here last round, so that's why the logistics are a little bit strained. Plus, you know, we're still getting a lot of oil from here. Speaking of which, I suppose what I could do is I could transfer some of the oil to the other headquarters. We're going to transport up to 24, so I'm just going to transfer like 20 fuel. It's not a lot. Also, another thing that I could probably do is the oil drilling. It's already 25%, never mind. So I can't really reduce that too much. But beyond that, it's fine. We've got a pretty good amount of... Oh, right, we've got the recruit again. Or colonist. We've got over 10,000 recruits as well, admittedly. So how's Riov doing? It could use a bit more workers still, so I'm just going to go ahead and send... Actually, before we send colonists there, let's have a look at Notebook. I know that there's... Okay, there's 300 workers now. I've been trying to send it a little bit in here. If we can get the things fixed, especially the truck station, which... Well, actually, the truck station is still under construction. But if we can get enough workers in here and get some of the logistics... Is there... I think there... Yeah, there should be some food being brought in here and all that. But let's say colonists we can send in up to 500. So let's send in another 200 again here. So at least it's going to improve the amounts that we have there slowly. Send another 200 over here into Riov. Can I send any more to Spitsberg? Does Spitsberg need any more? Not necessarily too badly. I'm going to let that be. And then we've got another 400. I believe Celeste could use a bit more. Oh yeah, that needs a lot more. So I'm just going to send another 400 colonists down that way. Also needs a lot of population in general. But if we can get situation over here better, that'll also be quite nice. I could probably move these tactical bomb or the Hueys that we have in here a little closer. Maybe down there. Actually, I'm going to move it to the airfield. They should be able to recover there a lot faster. So we did the fighting already in the Western Front, more or less. So I think... I suppose, yeah, this is heading south, these are heading south. So we're getting a bit of reinforcement where we can start advancing again. But let's get to the next round, shall we? Right, there's a bit of movement on the Western Front again. Like, that's where we have a much stronger enemy now than what it used to be. At least compared to the Eastern enemy. There is quite a bit in here, but I can still keep them at bay for the most part. Oh, they actually managed to retreat. Well, it's a good thing that they actually retreated from there. They realized that it was getting a bit of tight spot for them. There is going to be some sort of counterattack in here. I can feel it. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. Troops are at least holding back the local fauna for now. We'll see how much fighting we still need to do in the north, but hopefully the tanks that we have there should be able to clear out most of it. We've got 500. Okay, so that's all that happened. We completed the shield generators and liquid armor. Oh, interesting. A mobile shield is now a thing that we can have. Or research. Rocket engine efficiency. There are a zillion ways we could tinker with rocket engine designs to make them more efficient. That could be quite handy. And shielding optimization. Alright then. Let's have a look at the... Oh, meritocracy up to 40. What do we have right now? We've got 38. Sorry, 33, sir. Yeah, we could probably try giving that a go. At least the syndics are happy now. Or happier. So we could go for the electric engines. You know what? That would save us a lot in fuel costs. So that's not necessarily a bad idea. We'll go for that one. Major worker strike in Celeste. Given the sum of their demands, they don't have that many workers anyway. And we will hold to cooperation. Well, actually, we probably should have taken the other option, since that, I believe, would have improved... Oh, Athena communes demands release a spy. We'll return their spy to keep them happy. For now. And... Sergeant... We'll try getting the enforcement a little bit higher, I guess. So promote that sergeant into lieutenant. Right, oh, they decided to retreat from here. They've got a lot of tanks in this spot here. Now, admittedly, it's high mountains, so it is minus 50 for their defense. We've got our heavy tanks. Oh, how are we doing in terms of fuel? We are actually gaining some still. That's quite nice. I think these two are just going to go along here and start clearing out a little bit more of the land to the west, kind of outflank them there. These can now push in here. There's a lot of infantry there, actually. They are still on the hold the line thing as well. We could probably bring in our artillery, actually, in here and do a quick little range attack in here. Don't know how much damage we'll do, but... Oh, they got some artillery of their own. That's unfortunate for me. Both sides got only one hit, though, so it's not too bad, I guess. I'm going to move the flat guns in here so that they won't actually go into... Well, they might still actually outflank us in here. That's a little bit concerning. How much could we do with the tanks and these two? I think we could probably destroy quite a few of them. We'll probably take some casualties in this. Yeah, there goes 20 APCs. 20 APCs, but we did kill at least, well, 20 tanks and 100 infantry. So overall, they probably took a decent bit more casualties. Let's have a look at the... Ah, we need... Why do we still have a lot of infantry that hasn't... Well, it's probably the supply issues, isn't it? Oh, these are the old... Okay, yeah, we need to upgrade these. That would definitely explain why we had troops in there that never got delivered. Right, so we still need to get at least one more of these. We've got the armor already. Armor transports, just 20 of these. We've got the heavy tanks. Presumably ready to go. Yeah, they should be fine. We got the dragons in there as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the... I know that we still got part of the Western Front there that we did not interfere with. Did we? Okay, we've got a little bit of logistics coming in here at least, so that's good. Not necessarily massive amounts, mind you, but it's better than nothing. They've got a lot of planes in here. I suppose we can just overrun that.
Do it now!
Now we know that they've got a lot of troops in... Oh, what are these? Mine rat. Super heavy jet engine, okay. It's a medium aircraft. Oh, bomb hatch and a 10,000 load. How much of a range does he have? It's got 14 hex range, actually, so that's not too bad. It's a level bomber. So not necessarily the best against infantry in here, but it could do some problems, or mean some problems for us. Can we know about... No, we still don't really know too much about their population in there. Well, alright then. We have a bit of tanks in here. We could probably push these back. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. We destroyed the light infantry battalion completely. Oh, wow, what's left of it. That's the 8th light infantry battalion. The other one panicked as well and got pushed back and lost a decent chunk of their troops. I guess the light tanks can move down that way and the heavies... Well, we'll split the heavies, I guess. Oh, there's a bit of tanks up here. We've got some anti-tank guns.
Do it now!
There we go. That's another HQ destroyed. I think we destroyed that particular HQ a few times already, admittedly. But it is better than nothing. Oh, I could actually attack across the river now with these. We'll take this, and I suppose we could also use these three. We'll have a bit of an overwhelming firepower in here. Oh boy. There we go. No losses for us, and we destroyed 300 infantry. Could potentially try to take... Do they have anything in here? Oh, they got some more agriculture up there. Okay. How's Ostrobrook doing anyway? So the bureaucratic office is at least producing something. The population is still dropping quite quickly. I'm guessing a lot of that is going to, yeah, joining Freefall. At least there's a pretty good natural growth. We've still got a bit of extra... Actually, we do need more workers in there now that I think of it. We're attracting some of the Freefall back with the luxury. Although there's not really much luxury. Well, there's a private labs, I suppose. And what are they building? Oh, a farm and a farm. Oh, where's the... Oh, they're building farms over there. That's private farms then. I mean, that's fine. That's providing some work for the private sector. And I suppose one of the things that I could do is go through the zones. I'm pretty sure that there is at least the commercial project in here. Right, at least a little bit of entertainment. It may not be much. It's definitely better than nothing. We'll also put one into Spitzberg. We're going to start slowly improving the situation on both of these. So Osnabrück is still pretty low on all of that. It's the... Right, now we're getting the rail station in here. That's going to take another round to be completed. But that should then allow our logistics to reach a bit further. Like, right now, we can easily get to Sonic. But I think beyond that, it's starting to be too far away. But if we get one in here, they can basically pick up the resource from there. Or deliver it there with a train and all that. So that will help in the long run. Keep on moving some of these tank units along. And also the headquarters. I think from this point onward, we could... Well, once we get past our rear, we can probably just go ahead and strategically move this. At least one unit at a time. And the question is, where do we... I think over here is going to be where we want to move them. Help with the central front. So they pulled back that one. Going to move in here. They pushed us back over there at some point, didn't they? They've still got quite a bit of units in here. Is there... There's no... Oh, there is actually a flak gun in there. Okay. With the man-padders over here in the sort of forward position. We got a bit of troops on there, but let's keep... I believe we still got a few more units that we needed to move. Mainly these two, I guess. So those are on the move. We got some grasshoppers in here. I suppose these could actually move into... Oh, do we not have any airfields in here? We do not. Oh, we've got the wizards. We could move these two. Well, actually, I don't really want to move these too close because the logistics are going to be in deep trouble at that point. And also, I might do a quick little cleanup of the infrastructure in here. There we go. So we moved this branch and these two off routes here. So that's one of the things that I might want to do is, how is the Spitzberg population? They got a little bit workers. They got some extras as well. We're about to get the railway done next round. I'm going to start building... Oh, no, not roads. We will start constructing probably a supply base in here. To allow the supplies to flow a bit further towards Osnabrück in here. I think we could, There's still so many roads in here, we definitely want to get rid of some of them. But not nearly all of them. The situation... Oh, right, and there's also stuff in here. I'm just going to remove these as well. To remove those. That road going north is fine. This one in here is probably fine because we might have a bit of production up there. Also up there. This one is most likely fine. Got still a bit of infantry that we definitely want to move around. This one can get a little bit closer to the front line. So we at least capture a little bit land there. Over here we could potentially try to push along a bit further to capture more and more of the areas. I guess we could move these forward as well. And then I believe we still got a little bit more stuff in the central front in here. Primarily, I mean, we did clear out the pocket over there already. We could move this one in and attack that stack first. There we go. That's a little bit of destruction. Not a lot though, but better than nothing. There we go. That's another 20 tanks. And then we could attack over here with our medium tanks. Against their mediums. I think we are going to be victorious in that. Yep. Destroyed 10 tanks and push them back. So that's just rocket planes, which isn't really all that defendable. I mean, it's got a little bit defensive bonus, but it's very small in the end. We've got the flak guns in here. We could potentially move these closer. Because we could also move in here to have them spread out their troops a bit further. This one's... Right, that's anti-tank guns. They got a lot of tanks and other units like that in here, though. So I'm just going to hold my ground for now. We've got some... Oh, there's just rovers. We've got blitzers in here. They got the leopards. Probably give these a bit of a hell. There we go. That's 20 destroyed. We could give it a try on this one as well. Our tanks are better. They got the numbers advantage, maybe. Okay, well, we'll kill 10. We did not push them back, unfortunately, but that's better than nothing. They've got quite a bit of stuff in here. I don't know if these can hold the ground. I suppose we've got still planes around. Can we do a bit of an air attack on that? No, not this round, at least. Not that with that one, at least. We could send the wizards there. We do know that they got the flak guns in there. I suppose another thing that I could do is try to break this. Don't have a massive recon in there, admittedly, but we are going to get a little bit extra. What do we know about there? No, they seem to be finding supplies. I mean, there is no road in there yet, but if they are going to build a road, that's going to take a lot of industrial points for them. And that, of course, is going to weaken them. We don't know the exact... Oh, is the small pockets holding a bit? Minus 30% on defense or infantry. Oh. Hello. There we go. That one's destroyed. And then in the south we already had the battle, so I think the western front is pretty much done for this round. But I also realized that we are done for the length of this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.